Good afternoon, students. My name is Dr. Morgan Phenix. I'm coming to you from Stanley, Virginia. I'll be your instructor in this class in school leadership in diverse settings. It's getting to be late in the afternoon, so the light is not so good on the porch right now, and it's January afternoon. It's a little bit too warm out there for January, for my way of thinking, but I'm welcoming you to this class. It's a great class. It's a unique class, and you have every opportunity here to craft your submissions and the assignments to serve your own best purposes and your own interests, your professional future, or to serve the Lord's call upon your life. Alrighty? The purpose of this video, which will be posted in announcements only, is to introduce you to and to invite you and to encourage you most strongly to view my weekly videos in discussion board. They will all be entitled the same thing. Watch this video, please. Tips and pointers on, and it'll be on the week's assignments. I encourage you most strongly to look at those videos. So often students, and in good faith and well-meaning students, go down a wrong path because they've been trained just to write an essay as fast as they can and submit it. And if it's submitted, they'll get a good grade on it. It doesn't work that way here. These are really, really economical assignments if you treat them as such. And I'm going to give you an example here today just to be sure that you know how valuable these videos will be for you. Alrighty? And the purpose is to maximize your clarity of thought. Clarity of thought, an economy of effort. What a great combination it is, and especially if it results in a top grade each time. Alrighty? Minimize confusion, maximize success. And here you go. We have 8 weeks in the course together, and each week you will be turning in a journal article critique. I'm going to give you an example now of the kinds of things that you will be seeing in these weekly videos. Okay, and this will be the only retread part of these videos, and that's the graphic representations that I have here, because I don't have to rewrite these each term. This has to do with the assignment instruction. For the journal article critique, you will be choosing peer-reviewed journals, and you can find them in the Falwell Library, and there's a link right at the upper right-hand corner of your screen, and also there in the course content I have placed the instructions on how to get to the library there to search out journal articles, peer-reviewed journal articles. By peer-reviewed means that the people who are placing articles have to give their article to the journal, and professionals in the field will evaluate those articles for their value or their worth and their the integrity of those articles to make it into the journal. Okay, so it's higher quality. So no, you're not doing a journal article critique on a newspaper article or on a Time magazine article or Life magazine or whatever it is. Nothing like that. Sports Illustrated. Alrighty. So here we go. Here's what your assignment is going to look like when you're done. Here it is. Notice I'm holding up one piece of paper here. The assignment is a one-page article, double-spaced. See that down here at the bottom? Double-spaced. One page only. Okay, the citation goes at the top. There is no reference page. No reference page for this assignment. You don't have to do a title page either because you're submitting it under your name in Blackboard. I'll know who it's coming from. No title at all for this. It's not an essay. And so the citation goes at the top. That's APA citation. You do not have to include any of the retrieved from gobbledygook that goes along with a lot of the website citations, right? Or where you got it. But the author's name certainly have to be there, the name of the article and the journal that it appeared in, and the date and the pages and that sort of a thing. That you have to have. Then in your first sentence, the author's thesis in your own words. In your own words, okay? No quotes. No, there should be no quotes in any of this. You don't need quotes. You can paraphrase it. You can still give credit for it. Okay, you must give credit for paraphrase that is other people's ideas, right? So citation at the top, right at the top. Author's thesis in your own words, a single sentence, 2 sentences max. Then some supporting information from the author, where the author tells how they came to this concern, okay, what they found out about it. Then your critique of that, and this is really important. The critique is half of the points for this paper. The critique is the strategic value of what this author has said. It is not what you believe about things. It's your response to the author's thesis and to the author's research, okay? And then you end up with a concluding statement about how it relates to your work, to your project, and to your life. And I will say that the assignment instructions do say everything goes in third person. I prefer that for the purposes of this course and for this assignment that you put your conclusion in the first person. okay? I plan on using this information in my final project, or I plan on using this information in my work in the schools. Okay, and once again, one page double space, and that's it. Alrighty, that's it for today. Take a screenshot of this. This is awful, isn't it? This is graduate school, right? Take a screenshot of this, and that's what your paper should look like. And once again, one page. And if you go over a half a sentence or a sentence, okay. But if you go to 2 pages, I'm going to send it back to you, because it means that you put too much in there. You've got to distill the thoughts. You've got to honor that author, that journal article author, with a proper distillation. Distillation means making it an economy of expression there, right? Alrighty. So that's it for this video. It's directing you to a series of 8 videos that you will see once each week. Watch this video. It'll come in discussion board. I want to thank you for watching today, and I want to close with one thing. I want to remind you about this course. It's a course in diversity. And if you read the news, if you watch the news and read the news, you know that we're having some real problems in this world. You know, where opposing forces and opposing belief structures are coming in and clashing. And on our own streets in this country, in Ferguson, Missouri, and in Baltimore, and Chicago, everywhere, where diversity of socioeconomic status and of race and of language and of cultural background, where diversity and power inequity, inequitable power, okay? Police have a different kind of power than the people do on the street, with good reason, okay? And when we interject fear into the middle of it all, and misunderstanding and ignorance, you know, that's a great combination. It's a bad combination of ignorance, fear, inequity of power, and diversity. Where these things all come together, we have a big problem. So that's why you're taking this course. You're supposed to be trying to find your way to some solutions for these issues on a world scale or on a local scale, okay, or on a national scale. Our country is, and our world is in serious trouble. And I'd like to end with this one last thought. Keep in mind that diversity is not a problem that needs fixing, okay? Once again, diversity is not a problem that needs fixing. Diversity is a fact. It's a fact of life, and it's a glorious fact of life, and it's a fact that needs honoring. It needs acceptance and honoring. And then if there are issues about it and concerns to make things work right, that's where the professionals like you come into play. It's what do you do to mediate where there's a scarcity of resources and there's a scarcity of knowledge about things, and there's a difference and diversity among people? How are you going to get all these things together so that everyone comes out as best as possible? Once again, diversity is not a problem that needs fixing, unless the problem is in you or me, okay? And then where you go, you don't go to the journal articles, you go to the mirror, and you take a good close look and look in the heart and that kind of a thing, right? And we all have that issue. We all got to start our diversity studies in the mirror, I think. I'll leave it at that. I think this has gone over a little bit too long, but I think we've gotten to the right points. Just keep this in mind. I hope you've taken a screenshot of this, because we'll do this same thing in week 1, where I'll give you this again. I'll give you this again very, very briefly, but I'll also give you the same thing for the discussion board posts. And then as we get into the case studies and the final project, I'll have the exact same kind of representations for you to make it easy for you to expend your energy in very, very productive ways that will result in good grades. Alrighty? I've given grades in this course everywhere from an F to an A. Okay? And I can tell you this, the people who watch these videos are up in that rare group between A and A-. It's only the ones that watch these videos carefully, the weekly videos. And they'll be even shorter than this probably. I think this is going to end up being 5 or 6 minutes is my guess, maybe longer. Too bad. Sorry about that, but I think they'll serve you well. God bless you all. Enjoy this course. Make it your own. Make this course your own. Craft these assignments to serve your own purposes, to serve the Lord's call upon your life. We'll more on that later, and we'll see you next time, Lord willing. Bye-bye.